Good evening, America, and welcome to the 2025 edition of the 5-digit United States Cup. I am your caster for tonight's match, Bless KM, and here I am with my co-caster, Lua. How are you doing today, Lua?
I'm doing awesome, honestly, and I'm super excited to watch SoCal C versus Massachusetts C. Oh my goodness.
That's right, and this match, SoCal C versus Mass C, this is our first match of the weekend here, the opening weekend of the 5-digit United States Cup. We had a couple matches last weekend on the weekdays, here and there, because it was 4th of July weekend, some people were doing some weird but now, here we are, finally, at the gates, ready to hit the ground running, and this is going to be our first proper opening weekend. It's going to be a long weekend ahead of us, Alua. We have 28 or 29 matches to be played over the course of these next few days over here, all the way until I believe Monday even, as I saw some Tuesday UTC matches being scheduled on the sheet as well. On top of that, because we have so many matches, we're going to have an A stream and a B stream. Currently, you are watching the A stream right now, but later on, as we have matches that overlap in their time slots, we will have a B stream too, so be on the lookout for that.
I mean, I'm just so excited. We're going into the first warm-up here. Finally, everyone downloaded the maps, thank God. And so, to start off, everyone in lobby, just having some fun. Maniacal, Ox13, Boinky Doinker, Shenhe, Suguri, and Noble that you can see, but there's definitely more players on these teams to look out for and to, watch for.
Yeah, so tell me about some of those players. Specifically, I know you're the organizer for Massachusetts, so tell me what you can about those boys on the Massachusetts C team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with Massachusetts C this year because last year we had a 3-person team, and on that team was a Lewis, Hot Coco, and Metro Ardon. And I mean, it was just amazing to see the 18 people do tryouts this year, and I'm so proud of us at Massachusetts, and so we have Boinky Doinker, who's insanely good at most mechanics and can fill a couple of things too. Just as good at mechanics and can also play pretty much as you would want Ox13 to play, especially on a C team. You have Maniacal, who's also just a really good third player, can pretty much be there for most maps. We have Kip, who is the captain, mostly Nomon DT aim, and new to 5USC, but holy crap, I've seen a lot of improvement from him. Shenhe, who is really good at hidden, and just really good in general. And yeah, I mean, this team looking pretty good.
Yes, certainly. I know you guys had to play your qualifiers without Hot Cocoa, who's one of the pillars of your squad in terms of the reading department. So a little bit unfortunate on the seeding over there. They were lacking in their reading a little bit, but now with Hot Cocoa hopefully be joining the team for the round of 32. I think Massachusetts, you guys are definitely looking to have a pretty strong lineup here. Over on the SoCal side, I just want to say this guy up here in the warm-up lobby in your upper left-hand corner, this Noble guy is insane. He was posting some crazy scores in the qualifier lobby, and I was sitting there in that same lobby, in the same qualifier lobby actually, and he was just popping off. It was pretty incredible to watch. So I'm looking out for a really strong performance on him on basically everything. He just plays a lot of different things. Other than that, Epic Swag 2012, strong reading player, can also play a little bit of the DT mech. And then also Misore, mostly playing the no-mod mechanics. I'm not entirely sure where he's going to be slotted in, but it seems like he can kind of just fill in as needed. And then you have Blanker. This guy is very strong on Hard Rock and DT. And then, of course, because of that, naturally, he'll also have the mechanics to play all sorts of different no-mod maps. Also, Suguri and Poki, 2 more very strong players. I believe you mentioned you played with Suguri in the past as well as Blanker?
Yep, I have. Both of them are really good. I know Blanker's extremely consistent. That guy just does not miss. And then you have Suguri, who is also pretty good and pretty good at especially the highest are skill cap. Their skill cap's pretty good from what I've played with them and the pools that I played with them, because we played in 5WC USA scrims, and those are some 6.6 star pools, and they were dishing out some good scores. So I'm excited to see this.
All right, so good balance of being able to play these lower star pools and also push for the skill cap pools as well. Looking at my notes here, it does look like Suguri is also a bit of a hidden player historically. Can you confirm or deny those allegations?
I mean, look, I would never, snitch on someone for playing hidden because that's a crime. But yeah, probably.
All right, so it looks like the SoCal does have a pretty strong reading core, if that is true. With Suguri and then Poki also being a reading player, it looks like since last year. And then, of course, with Epic Swag 2012 also being that hidden reading player, they're going to have a really solid core of 3 to play this any reading maps that we see in the pool here. Of course, from this year and onward, we do have a dedicated slot for easy mod. So every single round of the tournament, we will have at least one map where everyone is forced to play with easy mod. So these reading players, you're really going to see their stonks go up for this tournament.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I think that reading players like themselves have been historically kind of underrated, especially in these kinds of tournaments. But like the easy mod kind of makes it so they're a lot more valuable. And like, normally because you want easy players in the draft tournaments, but since this is only 6 players, you kind of just ban out the reading maps and just win on everything else. But you kind of have that ability to not double ban easy because there'll be 2 easies, I think, later on. So I'm excited to see like the easy mod being used later on in the tournament.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely going to be a good time for all the easy players out there. I do see quite a bit of reading players on the Massachusetts side as well. I know last year Mejido Arden played, no longer on the team this year, but he was also a reading player, and he did mention to me in passing that Massachusetts has always been pretty strong on the reading side. The C team has been pretty strong on there.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that the reading of the C team is good enough. I think that it might be a little inferior to SoCal C, to be honest, especially with the easy slot, because we do not have easy support. Hidden, I think we have support because Shenhe and who's Aluez and and then Hot Coco, both of them are like hidden players, and so that's like 2 players, and then we normally have someone who can fill. So and especially on a hidden 2 that is this like kind of robust in the way that it's like not even that much reading and it's more so like aim and making sure that you're like consistent. We definitely have a 3 that can play that. But easy, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, easy, a little bit more dense. This easy is actually quite dense compared to what we saw in qualifiers, although in return it is a lot shorter in order to sort of compensate for the gap in difficulty. So it's going to be interesting. Quite short, yeah, just under 2 minutes as well. I believe it's something like a 1 minute 48 second train time.
Yep. I mean, Chaos made such a banger. And it's just, it's such a good song. It was 5WC Free Mod 2 for tryouts. And it's just, well, not that map itself, but that song. And it's just a banger in itself. Also, what is going on my screen right now?
This is certainly something. This is certainly a warm-up map of all time.
I mean, I honestly frick with it. Like, this is good. No, I've seen this map before, but like, honestly, some of these scores are decent for this map. This map is hard.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the left side of the screen. Suguri with the 400k, Noble almost with the 400k as well. We're gonna want to look out for him. Yeah, that's quite the insane score right there.
Yeah, wow. That's insane. And Shenhe with the hidden 345k, that shows you the hidden comfort there. For sure.
Yep, so it looks like we're going to be getting right into the bans here as both the warm-up maps have finished just now. So we'll be waiting on that in just a moment.
Gotcha. Wait, I will say, I think I was wrong. You can double ban easy later on. But I don't think
double bans are allowed. Yes, so, double bans are allowed, but if you double ban easy, then you're not going to get to ban any other part of the pool, so
right,
good luck with that. But yeah,
Wow.
2 easy slots later on in the tournament does mean that there is a lot of real estate to be covered by these reading players in the tournament.
I don't think 7,600,000 is beatable, to be honest, as a roll. Okay, I don't think anyone else saw that.
So SoCal does win the roll, so they will choose the ban order.
That's interesting. I think Massachusetts C will pick second pick.
Interesting. So SoCal does choose to ban second. So they want to see how Massachusetts enter the match with their first ban, and then they'll react to that, and then they'll leave the last ban up to Massachusetts. It could be a strategy where they're hoping that Massachusetts will ban one of the maps that they wanted to ban. There might be some overlaps in terms of the strengths and weaknesses.
I'm assuming it's an insta-easy one ban from Massachusetts, to be honest. But they do pick first pick, so I was wrong. Sounds... Yep, gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. And so actually, I was wrong about the second pick thing. I think they are going first pick. Noble goes boring.
Yeah. So two teams that are fairly strong on the reading here, but we're still seeing the easy one band out here. So I don't believe it has been picked yet so far in this tournament. The past few matches over the past week, I believe it was banned or just not picked every single time. I don't remember it being picked yet, but I might be wrong on that. Anyways, SoCal,
that's hidden one.
Yes, that is Hard Rock 1. So notably, one of the harder maps in the pool, those 1/4 snaps on the reverse sliders, which cannot be cheesed. You do have to aim them. Makes it for quite the difficult map.
For sure.
So I'm actually a little bit surprised to see SoCal ban that out against Massachusetts, considering they are the higher seed. So I would assume that they would be welcome to sort of a higher skill cap pick, such as Hard Rock 1 here.
Oh, DT1. This is so interesting. Okay, Nomad 3, yep.
Nomad 3 ban from Massachusetts, very high skill cap map. It's swing rhythm, you're not going to be able to hack it. It's just going to be a nightmare to play. So no surprises on that one. Yes, very difficult. Also, those flow aim patterns, we saw a lot of people breaking on that the other day. I believe it was in the New York versus Georgia match. A lot of people, a lot of combos were just dying. Every single time we had those 6-0 flow aim patterns. Very difficult map.
You have to get really comfortable with those, and honestly, at some point, I think that Nomad 3 is a practice map for anyone who is not comfortable with, like, high consistency, like Nomad 3s, like high SR Nomad 3s are, like, very known for those types of patterns. Like, if you think about your I Want to Be a Girl and those maps, you kind of have to get used to those. First pick is Fremont 2, that makes a lot of sense. Giving Massachusetts C the ability to have Hot Cocoa or Shenhe on the hidden, and then have like someone like, you know, Ox on hidden Hard Rock or something like that, and then Nomad for Maniacal or Boinky Doinker, makes a big difference, and I think is the best way they can combat South California C right now.
Yep. Notably, this is the anti-mod, so we are going to see CS5, AR8. A little bit of difficulty for the mod players, but hopefully your mod players are comfortable enough on their mods that they can put up good scores. And you really, because of that, you really do want to see your no-mod player basically just FC the map. You really want your no-mod player to have high consistency there. And I believe it was Blanker, you said, on the Massachusetts side, or was it the SoCal side?
The SoCal side? I don't think Blanker is going to be playing this. No-mod, specifically. I think AR8 is not one of their strong suits, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Noble Hard Rock, Missouri hidden or Nomad, and then Epic Swag hidden or Nomad. I think Noble Hard Rock for sure.
So potentially a double mod or an over mod on the side of SoCal here is what you're thinking?
I don't think so. I think like it's either Missouri goes hidden or Epic Swag goes hidden, you know? And then the other
so one or the other.
Yeah. And I think obviously Hot Cocoa hidden, Ox 13 hidden Hard Rock, and then Boinky Doinker Nomad sounds about right.
Ox 13 on the hidden Hard Rock.
Maybe. Might be Hard Rock as well, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I do believe...
hidden Hard Rock.
Wow. Is
Double
that
hidden hard rock.
double hidden
Wow.
hard rock on Boinky Doinker? This is aggressive coming out of Massachusetts C. This is a quite the aggressive overmod here, and it's actually going to be epic swag on the easy mod. Is that correct? Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, easy mod.
And Noble on
And
the no
then-
mod, with Mizore on the hard rock actually.
Boom. Okay, this makes yeah.
Quite different from our expectations. This is, yeah, I believe it's a 1.7 easy multiplier, so max score possibility of around 850,000 for a full combo SS on Epic Swag. And we are getting right into the action with Mizore finding an early break, but it shouldn't impact too much as Hot Cocoa also trades.
I mean, just out of the gate, Hot Cocoa having a little bit of trouble here. Ox 13 also, Boinky Doinker also. A full reset from Massachusetts coming into the gate, and Epic Swag is still holding, and Noble is also still holding. As I say that, Noble will break. Missouri is also on a decent combo here, and it's like a 74k difference, 75k difference, and easy mod is added in here. So that is an interesting beginning, especially for a first pick here. Obviously, the map is not even close to over, but you gotta think about this pick. It is going down to a 50k difference, but that is because easy multiplier does scale a lot slower. Epic Swag missing,
Swag
that
finds
is
a break.
huge. That is huge. If Oxford
Do not
can
want your
get
easy
your
player
hold,
missing.
that is very good. But SoCal is still in the advantage here. Epic Swag misses again.
Yeah, Boinky Doinker finally managing to string together some combo over here. 300 and climbing. He is the shining light for Massachusetts and taking their first pick right here. He needs to
No,
hold,
for
especially
sure.
with that hidden hard rock over mod. That is a quite the large mod multiplier that he really has to
Yeah.
hold on to. Notably,
mean,
on the
even
other
now-
side, Noble also not finding another break as I
Ooh.
start talking about him actually.
The caster
not
curse,
what you
oh
wanna see.
no! And 150k difference, and I think that this easy multiplier is being overruled right now in the court of law, as we are seeing. This is insane. Boinky Doinker holding a 500 plus combo, 700k and rising. Oh my goodness.
It might be
And
Epic
just-
Swag is only 250k,
wow.
and the difference is much larger than that. I believe this
And
is just a
that-
Massachusetts pick.
That is a point to Massachusetts C. A 250k coming out on easy from Epic Swag 2012. But it does not matter because of 800k on Hidden Hard Rock from Boinky Doinker and a 530k and 200k from Hot Cocoa. Good supporting scores, and that is nuts, I tell you. That is absolutely insane. Wow.
That is an absolutely insane score coming out of Boinky Doinker here. Hidden Hard Rock on the anti-mod pick of the pool. And that's going to be the first point going over to Massachusetts.
Wow, and I was, at the beginning, I was a little concerned because, I mean, the easy was going strong, Noble and Missouri were not missing, but, you know, Boinky Doinker and Ox were. But, like, looking at that, at the ending, that point is what they needed to kind of swing into momentum, and, wow.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of first map jitters. They did have a couple warm-ups, but, you know, it is the first actual map of the match that you're playing. Maybe just taking them a little bit to find their footing. And Boinky Doinker stringing together a huge combo to take the map victory.
That is nuts. Wow. I can't believe that kind of. And Noble coming out with the hidden too, and I'm really happy with that. Because I think that that's kind of what you need, the hidden, because you just lost on a Hard Rock Mechanics map in a way. I mean, you know, hidden Hard Rock on both of them, and kind of you playing Hard Rock, and then the no mod also on Noble. So like, kind of switching over to that hidden 2 makes sense, because of the overmod in a way, if that makes sense.
Definitely showing proficiency on the Hard Rock mechanics, more so than the hidden mechanics with that free mod 2 double Hard Rock HDHR overmod. So leaning into the reading side of the pool does make a lot of sense. Notably, Massachusetts do have a pretty decent reading squad themselves, so it's not like this is a super free pick for SoCal despite it being their first pick of the match.
I agree.
Overall,
yeah.
this pool is going to be quite contested between these two teams due to their skill sets having a decent amount of overlap. Both of these teams are quite well-rounded. There's no particularly obvious weak point that one team can really try to attack on the other team's
Of the remaining
side.
maps, I will agree. I think that the specific weak points are much more consistency based, in my opinion. And I think that's just like the consistency on the mods. I think that if both of these players, like their skill cap was tested, or like, you know, they were given the max score that they could possibly get, I think they'd be almost even. So we'll see. I do agree with you. I think that there are no obvious differences. Anyways, yes, going into the map.
Yeah, right into the hidden 2 pick. Obviously, AR8 hidden reading. Although, despite that, the map itself is not too heavy on the reading aspect, as you can see here. It's going to be a lot more on the mechanics / consistency side. And as I pointed out the other day when we saw this map played in another match, there is a bit of a tapping section after we finish this first chorus, and I'm interested to see if anyone is going to break there, because there's some tapping, there's a little bit of flowing as well here and there on those longer bursts. So we're really going to be looking for people to break on those, and of course, maybe you might just find some sort of strange miss, as Epic Swag seems to have found early on here, as Coco also trades it back a little bit later on.
And right now, there's the double 300k. It seemed to have been a Bancho break from Siguri here. Here comes that streaming kind of section that you talked about. And I mean, it's just going back and forth here. There is no obvious differences here. And no one finding a miss except Hot Coco. And that is going to bring it over 40k. Let's see if anyone on SoCal will take the bait from this tapping section, but I don't think so. Boy, oh my goodness, Epic Swag does in fact find a break. Boikidoker and Shenhe, Noble and Suguri coming out extremely unscathed, and right now it is the difference of the supporting combo, because Epic Swag has almost 200k and Hot Coco has 140. That 70-60k difference is making everything here, because Boikidoker and Shenhe and Noble and Suguri are matching each other.
Yep, notably the accuracy is also quite closely matched. Shenhe and Noble, almost the exact same accuracy in fact, with Suguri just having a slight 1% lead over Boikidoker, but Shenhe's gonna find the break!
Oh no!
And that's gonna be two FCs to one! As SoCal, we enter this little solo section as we approach slowly the end of the map here. No one's gonna break yet, and this lead is just gonna balloon itself.
Yeah, and I mean, you need to find breaks here if you're Massachusetts. You need them to break, but they're just not. And there's so little
experience playing
left.
this map, from my experience playing this map, the rest of the map is a bit of a nothing burger, and it's looking quite different. It's looking quite grim for the rest of the side of Massachusetts here. No one's gonna break on that last little extended burst. And this might just be the map locked in for SoCal, especially as Boinky finds that break there.
Oh my goodness, and yeah, because of that, 300k difference, even if Noble and Suguri were to miss right now, there is nothing that can be done. And honestly, a good first pick coming out of SoCal, that hidden 2 was necessary to get back their rhythm and to be able to string together a point to punch back against Massachusetts C. And it was a good punch for sure. That is a 450k difference of a punch.
Yep. And notably, on Massachusetts' side, you're looking at Hot Coco over here. Historically, one of their strongest reading players on the roster, finding 6 misses and just under a 400k score. Not what you want to see here in this match. You really need Hot Coco to be confident on those reading maps, and here he is just struggling a little bit on this hidden 2 pick, which you really expect him to do well on.
And I think here, if you're Massachusetts, you are not going to pick, into the hidden. You are probably going to go free mod 1 and do the double hidden Hard Rock strat again, if I were them. And then, I mean, I'd go into something else. Because, and also, I mean, no mod 1 is pickable because they banned Hard Rock 1 and DT 1. And if it's a raw mechanics battle, I believe in the Massachusetts C here.
Certainly, no mod 1 always a bit of a gamble pick, but you know, if you're feeling confident on the mechanics, why not go for it? Also, I do want to point out, we did gloss over it a bit, but Noble did secure the FC at the end, so props to Noble for that.
Yes, sorry, I just was not looking there. No, but good job, Noble. Wow. Yep, that map is hard. I won't lie. That map is not easy.
All right, and we're just waiting on this next. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely very easy to just misread and over aim or under aim on those loader bursts, especially because they're so densely stacked and drop a lot of score, because score v2, if you miss, then you lose score actually. So it is going to be the DT2 pick coming out.
Oh no!
Quite
What's really funny
interesting
is that DT2, Massachusetts C got a higher score on DT2 and then Massachusetts A. So I believe in them, honestly. And this is one of the maps that I was looking at when I was comparing these two teams, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely breakpointable for Massachusetts C. And if SoCal C would pick it, I would assume them to pick it. But I do think right now, as we saw from that map, maybe the mechanics are feeling a little better on Massachusetts right now.
Yeah, notably, Massachusetts C even placing higher in qualifiers than SoCal C on the DT2 pick over there.
Yeah, no, for sure. This DT2 is a little different. I don't think it's exactly the same as Psychology, and Psychology was pretty easy.
Psychology, it's definitely more of a stamina pick, a little bit of finger control. The bursts are a little longer, but also lower BPM, around 222, I believe it was. This pick, 246 BPM bursts, but, and a big but here, I do believe there are no bursts longer than 5 notes. I might be wrong on that, but the bursts are definitely much shorter compared to what we had on Psychology back in qualifiers. Anyway, good luck's going to come out in the lobby chat, and I believe we are going to hop right into the map in just a moment.
Alrighty. And Blanker is in for this one, Pokey is in for this one, and Missouri is in for this one. Notably, Blanker's first map in the match right now, and I think it's also Maniacal's first map in the match right now. So,
Yeah, that's right.
welcoming both of them. And Pokey, and I think Missouri played easy.
The Fremont 2?
Fremont 2, yep.
Yes, that is correct. Notably, Maniacal, I am a little bit worried about Maniacal here. I know you gave him some good praises in the pre-match show, but I was looking at their stats on the stat sheet from qualifiers, and it did look like they're struggling overall. They just struggled overall with the pool there. Notably also breaking at the start, although Blinky Doinker also going to find an early break, as well as Pokey and Blanker. So lots of early breaks to start us off on this DT2. Ox 13, the only remaining full combo, I believe.
Blanker finding another break. What I will say is Maniacal did low roll a couple maps, and I think honestly it was one of their first experiences in a tournament, I think, and to me, like, you know, your first qualifiers is so nerve-wracking. So I think like getting seeded into like being a tournament, like, you know, being in a tournament and like, you know, getting that qualifiers experience helps a lot for your first match. So I hope Maniacal can hopefully not have as many low rolls this time and not struggle as much with this pool. But I do see what you're saying. Going into the map room now, Blanker finding another miss. There's a 100k difference. Pokey finding a miss. And right now it's Ox13 and Boinky Danker on this recovery. Maniacal finding a break, but Ox13 is currently the only FC in the lobby with a 190k difference. And it is, I think, almost halfway into the map already. Wow. A 200k difference. And you can see how this is a pretty good pick for Massachusetts C from what we can say right now.
Yeah, everyone in the lobby struggling except for Ox, and this is looking to be quite the solo care performance from him, as he's right about to cusp 600k score on his own. That is almost twice the that makes up quite a bit of the score difference between these two teams here, and we're just seeing overall just breaks across the board every now and then, just a general lack of comfort and consistency on this type of map. Maybe it's the speed, the 246 BPM, just people not being comfortable on it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard because sometimes, you know, those tournament nerves can really help you hit those bursts, but it's a double-edged sword because you will miss on nothing. And I think that's what's happening to a lot of these SoCal players. They are missing on patterns that they may have never missed in on practice. Still 500k plus coming out of Missouri and Pokey and Blanker with a nice 400k, but Ox13 with the 96.28% FC. Wow. And that itself is a 500k difference, kind of punching back from the 450k difference that we saw in Hidden 2. And Massachusetts C getting their second point, and SoCal C scrambling to find something to punch back with.
Yeah, SoCal just not being able to hold together too many combos for too long. In the end, they did find some nice recoveries, but they just broke too much and too often early on. Ox with a nice 1 million score on the full combo there, and that is going to be a point for Massachusetts. Nice dominance on the speed tapping pick.
So shout out to Cytosine. Anyways, that is his map, along with IO Exception, I think.
Yes,
so
that is
that's
correct.
awesome. I love my goat. Shout out Cytosine. And I think here, agreed. Yeah, hidden one. You want hidden two? Might as well pick into the hidden one. Makes no sense not to do it. And I mean, this hidden one is, from what I know, tech. And tech hidden is hard. Tech hidden is really hard. And honestly, the 5USC poolers did not hold back with their punches on this pool, because hidden 1 and hard up 1 are really hard, along with DT1 as well. No 1-1, not as hard, but still hard. I mean, there's this like burst into this burst pattern that's really hard. But yeah.
Yep, hidden 1, a lot of sort of flow aim streamy patterns here. You have these sort of rectangular boxier patterns, as well as your standard more accelerating curvy patterns as well for your flow aim. On top of that, you have a bunch of slider aim to be worried about as well. So certainly a lot to test
for sure
in terms of skill sets here on this map.
Yeah.
And on Massachusetts side, you're really hoping that your main reading player over here in the upper right, Hot Cocoa, you're really hoping for a good performance from them, because they did not look particularly comfortable on the hidden 2 pick earlier. And you really want them to bounce back.
I think it's just jitters. I mean, they didn't play quals, they didn't get that experience. I think now that they got that first map, I believe in them. On the other side, there is Noble, who's coming back to hopefully get that FC on hidden 1 as well. Hopefully. Epic Swag to 2012 also being in there, and Missouri as well. And not to mention Boinky Doinker and Shenhe. Freaking amazing players. Boinky Doinker finding that 700k with the hidden hard rock shows the hidden comfortability definitely is there for sure.
Yep, and we are heading right into the map. Rosters locked in, and here we go. 175 BPM, 2 minutes 44 seconds. AR is 9.2, so pretty standard for what you would expect from a hidden tech map. And here we go. Bit of a slower section to start off, but the actions should start soon as Mizora finds a... I believe I want to think those are Bancho misses, but no, they're real misses, actually.
Yeah, give it a second.
They are just at the very start.
Actually, yeah, no, those are real. But Massachusetts C, 160k difference because of the AC. The AC is definitely a little better on SoCal C right now.
Yep.
Missouri
was just now. Just now, that was those... Just now, that was... I'm sorry. So we are going to go ahead and get into the section. That is the first stream, the first hidden stream. And we are into the sliding section.
And Hot Cocoa and Boinky Doinker doing well. I mean, Hot Cocoa is definitely bouncing back from that performance. And I mean, on that hidden 2, and I mean, you see it, the 100k difference right now. Hot Cocoa finding a break, but Epic Swag and Noble have both found a break. Boinky Doinker is still holding, and Shenhe is on a recovery as well.
Yeah, I just want to point out Missouri is looking quite uncomfortable on this map so far, breaking quite a bit in this early section here. Perhaps it's the nerves. It certainly does look like they're just missing on what appears to be jitters. So hopefully they can recompose themselves after that little break.
There's a 170-80k difference going into this, and Hot Cocoa and Boinky Doinker doing good. I mean, the AC on Hot Cocoa is so nuts right now. Hot Cocoa finding a shit miss, but the AC is wow. Boinky Doinker also finding a miss. Noble is the only one holding right now, and this is the saving grace for SoCal right now.
Notably, the entire lobby dropping on that accelerating stream as we head into the second Ki. Only Noble, the sole player to hold through that combo, through that pattern, as well as the follow-up rectangle stream pattern. So a lot of breaks being found on this hidden flow aim here.
And right now, if Noble can hold, this will be huge.
Yep, Noble, the only combo in the lobby, slowly pulling that score difference back towards the favor of South California. But we are
You're
going into
finding
this
a
last
miss
section.
is important. Epic Swag and Missouri finding breaks, but right now it's all eyes on Noble. A 600 combo on this map is nuts.
And Shenhe, again, all the supporting combos are gone from Coco and Shenhe. The recoveries, they're sitting at around 200, climbing to 300, but now there is nothing left on the side of Massachusetts. And Noble posting a 700 combo to take the score, to take their map pick for South California. That is an S rank from Noble. Only finding a slider break, I believe it was.
Yeah, this guy is nuts. Holy. Yo.
Definitely one of the more
impressed.
cracked players in the lobby. You're gonna want to be on the lookout for him at, I would say, all stages of the tournament.
That is, wow. Hardock won his banned, Kip. Oh,
it is a banned map. So it's gonna be a Hard Rock 2 pick coming out instead, as Hard Rock 1 was banned. So Massachusetts once again going for the mechanics angle, this time with a bit of a precision flavor. Ikusan by Wednesday Campanella. It is a bit on the longer side, so there is going to be a bit of a consistency element to this as well. I believe a little bit over 4 minutes.
They really like those 4-minute Hard Rock 2s. Especially they had them last year with this one map. I forget the name. Anyways, Hard Rock 2. Personally, I haven't played this yet. Oh, my bad. I should probably be practicing pool. But I played the rest of the maps. This is the one map I have not played. But we did see the Hard Rock kind of comfortability. Missouri was on Hard Rock, maybe? Who was on Hard Rock?
For sure, we already saw, I believe it was Missouri, and then we also saw Boinky Doinker on the Hidden Hard Rock. We saw two people on Hidden Hard Rock on the anti-mod map, so we know that Massachusetts definitely have the comfortability on that CS 6.5. I'm looking for quite a strong performance from Massachusetts here.
And this is a good pick, I will say. I do think that SoCalC might have been a little nervous. I think a little lower than their normal Fremont score, but I will say I think that this map is gonna be a little closer.
All right. I do want to add as a bit of a personal note that I just cannot take this song seriously, just because I understand the lyrics and what they're saying, and it's not just what the singer is singing about, but also the way she's singing it is just. It's just so hilarious to me. Anyway, we are getting into the song here. It's actually 2 minutes 39 seconds. I believe that's a bug, though. I want to say that's a bug, especially with AR11 being written there. So I think some of these are the DT stats for the map. So that would mean it is a little bit over 4 minutes, yes. We are getting right into this. Hard Rock 2, so of course, CS 6.5.
And right out of the gate, you see the AC difference. That is huge. 97 on Ox 13 is the important one to look at right now.
Yep, and notably, two members on the SoCal side struggling with under 90% AC. 87 on Suguri and 86 on Blanker, even falling to 84 now, as I say.
And this is a hard map, I will say. Hard Rock 2 has never been easy in 5USC. Missouri finding a break, and Ox 13 also trading again. But Maniacal and Boinky Doink are both holding their FCs along with Suguri. But Suguri's AC is just so much lower that it is a 140k difference.
Yep, and that's just the difference in comfortability on Hard Rock. You know, we always think of Hard Rock as being this sort of small circle gamer, hardcore aimer type of mod, but you sometimes forget that there's the, it's also jacking up the OD all the way up to 10.
Yeah,
so
and that makes it super hard to act.
Yeah, and we're already seeing no more remaining combos on the side of SoCal. Yes, Boinky Doinker, the sole remaining full combo, I believe, in the lobby.
With 97 AC, I will add. Pretty nuts.
Yep, and we are coming up around the halfway point of the song here. So if and just as I say that, if he could have held, that would have been quite the balloon upcoming. But no, he breaks. As we're at the halfway point.
It has already been a balloon. just from the ACK alone, and Ox 13 with 350 combo makes him like superior to that combo superior to anyone on SoCal C right now, and I think that they've kind of ever had on this map like right now, and it's just 300k and climbing.
Yeah, I think overall we're just seeing a complete gap in terms of comfortability on this Hard Rock 2 Precision pick. You see a huge difference in accuracy, and SoCal just struggling to put together some sort of combo while we've seen multiple combos on the side of Massachusetts so far. Boinky Doinker notably putting up 500 plus earlier, and Ox 13 again putting up another 500 combo and climbing. Like this is
Missouri is
300k score, and we're just 2/3 of the way through the map.
I mean, Missouri is doing God's work with the 500 combo, but the shake is not helping. And just missing because of the shake. And missing again and again. This SoCal C cannot find their footing in this map. And this map is not even over, but it is 467k difference right now.
Yep.
With Ox 13's almost 700 combo.
You never want to call it early, but I think it's safe to say this one should be a point for Massachusetts. Suguri and Blanker just around, yes, for sure. Suguri and Blanker just around 200k. They're struggling to put up scores. Missouri, the only player on the side of SoCal over 300k score here. Meanwhile, well, excluding Maniacal, both Ox and Boinky Doinker, both 500k plus and still climbing with incredible combos out of the both of them.
I mean, but don't discount Maniacal, because holy crap, he is beating both Suguri and Blanker and only losing to Missouri. And I mean, it's not even close. 735,497 points of difference, with 3 points on Mass C's side. One more point and they will guarantee tiebreaker.
Yep, and so far it's just been this back and forth between these two teams, each taking their own map picks. So we're gonna see if we will find if one of these teams will find a break point, or we just keep going back and forth like this, and in that case, we might end up seeing the tiebreaker.
I'm excited for tiebreaker. I mean, tiebreaker is long as hell, but
it is very long. I believe it's almost 6 minutes, right?
Yeah, something like that. Fake Promise is a banger, though. I won't lie.
It is a bit of a barn burner. But next up, we will be seeing the pick from South
California.
Yep, so
I know. I want to say Carolina as well. Holy crap! I want to say Carolina too. Oh my goodness.
When you say SoCal, I usually say Southern California, so just shortening that to South is a bit of a burden on my enunciation. So far, yeah. It is going to be the Nomad 4 pick. They have shown proficiency on these two bit of gimme your picks here with the hidden 2 and the hidden 1. So Nomad 4, another bit of the more gimmicky pick. Notably, another tech map. So
this is Hydra.
Yes, hidden 1 also tech map. Winning on that one. And they're going to the other tech map in the pool, Nomad 4. Yes, it is Hydra. It is just around 5.5 stars, I believe. I think this is quite the good pick for SoCal C here.
Fun fact, this was pooled for RTT round of 16. And I mean, it got pulled again here, and I'm super excited to see it back. And I know there's a lot of hate for it being pulled 2 times, but guys, it's a banger. Anyways, sorry, you continue, Bless.
Yeah, no, definitely a banger. ZXNX, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. I believe it's Zana, as they called it in OWC. Notably, they had a custom song featured in OWC in the Grand Finals of 2023. Another Nomad 4 tech song. Lots of heavy slider tech. That one was mapped by Altai. This one, I don't believe we have the mapper name up right at the moment, but it should pop up in a second once we head into map. So Zana just pumping out more bangers for us to play in our circle clicker game. And yeah, it is going to be... Mapper name is not available here.
It's by Keel.
Keel. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
For that.
Yep.
we are going to head right into this 3 minutes and 32 seconds. So not super long like the previous song that we just had, but it is a little bit on the longer side. So you are going to need a little bit of consistency on the slider aim, as we are going to see a lot of curvy sliders. It is a Zana song. There are going to be sliders. They will be fast. They will be slow. They will be curvy, and they will be hard.
Agreed. And I mean, this is Kip's first time in the lobby for a pick, I think.
Yes,
and
I
right
believe
at the
so.
gate, 15k difference just based off AC, but on this type of map, combo is everything.
Yep, definitely a combo game type of map. You really just want to hit those slider heads, and if you can't aim the whole slider body, it's whatever. You just drop the slider and you take the 100 and run with it.
For sure. Blinky Doinker finding the miss, but Missouri trading.
Yep, right into this first Ki section, and it is intense.
Finding a break.
Slider aim going all the way across the screen, left and right.
Kip is the only one holding, but their combo is I think a recovery combo because of an early break,
Yes.
and the AC is lower. But Noble and Epic Swag finding a double break along with Kip. It's a 115k difference, and honestly, if you're SoCal, you want to see a break for Mass right now. And you, if you break, you want to see a break for them.
Heading into the first break section, the players are going to see there's no combo anywhere, just a little bit of recovery on Noble and Epic Swag. Missouri notably with the largest recovery in the lobby at the moment, as we headed right into this next Ki section, I believe. You just get no breaks on this song at all.
For sure, there is no breaks at all. Keep finding a accuracy lessening play there. Missouri finding a break as well. Noble and Epic Swag holding on. Boinky and Ox also holding on. But the AC difference is so huge here. Noble with
Missouri drops
98. Kip trading, I think, at the same time, kinda. And here it is almost a 190k difference going into the ending of the song.
Notably, slight combo advantage to SoCal, as Massachusetts does have Ox on the recovery and Boinky Doinker just a little bit behind him.
This second Ki is so insanely difficult. And wow, Missouri finding a break there, but Kip, Ox, and Boinky Doinker all holding right now. Ox finding a break, Kip finding a break, Epic Swag and Noble versus Boinky Doinker, and they are coming out on top right now.
Noble and Epic Swag continue to hold 250k to the good for them, and I believe this might just be it as we head into the dying seconds of the song. Just 30 seconds or so left to it, and there's this difference just keeps on growing, 300k, and Noble continues to hold this combo. Again, over 700 combo from Noble, continues to climb. This man is putting on an absolute show.
Yeah, I mean, this is, as Mako would say, a spectacle player, and a spectacle in and of itself. 400k difference, similar to that Hard Rock 2. You're seeing the difference in tech comfortability. And Noble, 1k combo, 600k. Ending this off, 500k difference. And wow.
Yep. SoCal will secure their pick once again, and we are tied up at 3-3. It is a best of 3 now. Both teams have 1 pick left, and then it's the tiebreaker. If both teams manage to take their pick, or they both somehow manage to break pick the other team, which I don't think would happen, but I think we might just be getting a tiebreaker here.
As I've seen in this game, anything can happen. Don't discount it, because I believe in the double breakpoint, because that would be hype.
That certainly would be hype. But as we've seen so far, both teams just picking their map and winning it. No breakpoints at all so far. So both teams asserting dominance on the skill sets of their choice. Not able to find too many weaknesses.
This guy is Kyrie Noble Irving, man. This is insane. This is a good performance. Wow. Maybe Hidden coming in from Massachusetts.
Well, we are out of that hidden pool. No more maps left there. Only 2 hidden maps in the pool at this
And
early
free mods
stage
are done too. This is a no mod, I think.
Well, I believe there's still the free mod 1 left in the pool, unless it was banned.
Okay,
And it is going to be the free mod 1 pick for Cocoa. So, free mod 1, older map style. It's going to be a Val 0108 map. Talent Shredder.
Talent Shredder. Wow, this map has so much history. This was pulled in 5WC scrims for week 1, which was a 6-star pool, which like played like 6.2. And wow, this map is beautiful to play. It is an experience in and of itself, and I recommend, if you haven't played the pool yet, you should go play the pool, because this map is good. I should tell that to myself because I haven't played Hard Rock 2, but whatever. But yeah, this pool and this map specifically is such a banger. It is hard for this pool though, I will say. I mean, as you just heard me say, this was slotted in what played like 6.2, and this is a 5.8 pool. So you can see the distinction here, but I still think it does have its place in this pool, and it is a good pick for the free mod 1.
All right, how many HDHR overmads do you think we're gonna see here?
2. Bonky Doinker and Ox 13. I believe in the Hidden Hard Rock. I believe.
I would definitely be surprised if we don't see 2 on the side of Massachusetts. I am wondering how many will come out on the side of SoCal, because I'm looking at my notes right now, and I believe there was a player who was quite comfortable on the Hidden Hard Rock flow aim, although that might have been for the Massachusetts side. Yes, Boinky Doinker, lots of proficiency on the Hidden Hard Rock flow aim. I believe that is what I heard from Mijiru Arden, from my notes from him. Yep. So, at the very least, for sure, going to be a Hidden Hard Rock on Boinky Doinker, I would say. And then probably Hot Cocoa filling out on either the Hidden or the Easy, and then Ox. No, Ox will be taking the Hidden Hard Rock. So yes, it will be 2 Hidden Hard Rocks on the side of Massachusetts, and Hot Cocoa filling that hidden requirement. Of course, Hidden Hard Rock only counting for Hard Rock. You just get a little bit of an extra multiplier with the Hidden.
I will say, this map is hard with Hidden Hard Rock. This map is very hard. And immediately out of the gate, we're seeing a miss from Missouri. No misses coming out from Massachusetts right now.
Yeah, might have just been a lot of drop slider and some Hot Cocos. We will see Ox drop early, and Boinky Doinker finding another miss. So it is going to be I believe only one full combo left, as Epic Swag also drops. Noble, the sole remaining combo on the Nomad. So with such a strong performance we've seen coming out from him so far, I wouldn't be surprised if they just want him to sit on that Nomad and get a consistent, almost guaranteed FC on this map.
But this map is so hard to FC on Nomad. I mean, when I was playing this, I was getting barely 300, 400k on Nomad. And I would consider myself pretty consistent, especially in solo. So yeah, this map's hard. And Ox 13 finding a miss. Boinky Doinker kind of matching Noble, but not matching the combo or the accuracy. And right now, it's looking like a Noble show right now.
But notably, the supporting combos for SoCal are just not there. Epic Swag sitting at 60k score still. Missouri just about to cusp 100k. But we are seeing all 3 players on the side of Massachusetts.
A double break above from Ox and Hot Cocoa, though.
Yeah, that is definitely going to hurt, but Boinky Doinker still holding on to that combo, 400 and climbing, barely trying to fight, just desperately trying to fight against what Noble has got building here. Fortunately, that double mod on the Hidden Hard Rock is going to help him a lot in matching score here, and it is still a 20k difference and climbing a little bit to the side of Massachusetts.
Yeah, and I mean, you need to find... But Noble found a break!
And that's just going to balloon totally slowly like crazy. If Boinky Doinker can just hold on to this combo, this should be quite a comfortable lead building for Massachusetts. Whoa. But no, he finds a break.
But it's okay, because right now Noble has no FC potential, and that kills his overall score cap.
Yeah, it looks like he might have gotten score capped here, actually, breaking a little bit either before or after halfway through the map, so he is going to be capped at that 600k. And the rest of his team...
Wow.
Yeah, the rest of the team not able to put together a good recovery. Epic Swag breaking earlier. Missouri will see how long he can hold on to that combo on his Hard Rock, as it is climbing to quite a decent number now, 400k and counting. On the side of Massachusetts, however, Boinky Doinker finding a little break a while ago, as Coco finds a break as well on the Hidden.
Missouri finding a break, so it's only Noble versus Ox. And it is 10k from that break from Hot Cocoa. It is slowly going over. Noble needs to break, and Noble needs to break now. It's slowly going over. What's happening? Missouri's
taking the
breaking.
difference.
Taking the
What
difference.
is going on?
And you need a combo. You need something if you're Massachusetts, because the score is staying at 30k. Noble finding a break is huge. Epic Swag finding breaks. Missouri finding breaks.
It's just going to come down to the chain misses. Who chain misses more at the end here, because nobody's able to hold together a combo. Boinky Dorker was holding one, but breaking again. Hot Cocoa also finding another break, and there's just breaks everywhere as we go into the end of the song, and it's 14k to lead as SoCal finds the first break point of the match.
And that is insane, to say the least. Wow. That is a 13k difference off of the back of a almost 500k on Nomad from Noble on Talent Shredder. What am I watching?
What an incredibly close match that was.
Yeah, that's nuts.
No side able to hold any sort of combo. No score over 500k in the entire lobby. And people in the pool reveal show, people were saying that this map was too easy for this pool.
I mean, on Nomad, I can see it in Major League. It might be a little too easy, but double hidden Hard Rock is not easy, definitely. That's incredible. And Epic Swag putting out the "Can we play TV if we win this?" is nuts. Wow.
Really enjoying the match so far, yeah.
Yeah.
And looks like Ox is also down for it.
Yeah, I mean...
So we might just be seeing a little bit of a tiebreaker show match here after this.
I mean, this no matter what happens, like seed 11 versus seed 20-something, which is like... It being this close is kind of insane.
Yep, seed 10 versus, I believe it was seed 23.
Yeah, sounds about right.
On the side of Massachusetts, because I know SoCal is seed 10, because they were right above us, NorCal C at seed 11. Anyway,
gotcha.
The last pick of the match coming up right here. No matter what happens, this is the last pick of the match. As if they win this, if SoCal win their next map pick, then the match is over for them. And if they lose it, if Massachusetts find the break point, then it will be that tiebreaker, Fake Promise, coming up. And it's going to be the Nomad 1. It's gambling time. Let's go gambling, SoCal. It is gambling time. We are headed to Reno. We are headed to Vegas.
We are headed to the Eno for sure. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm excited. Holy. I love Nomad 1 personally, as a Nomad 1 player myself. This is like my favorite map slot in general. And this map itself is pretty hard. There is this 5 versus 5 burst that I was talking about earlier that catches a lot of people off guard, especially if you misread it, especially in match. It's a difficult pattern. I can see that.
Definitely the most notable pattern of the entire map, I would say.
But I mean, okay, to mention, this Azure is by Tsukuyomi. I love Tsukuyomi, by the way. They did Doka from last year, which is another Nomad one. But notably, this is a what's it called? Oh no, this is a custom. There you go. This is a custom map for 5USC. Thank the person who made the custom, who I will find their name right now. Sorry for not studying up on this. 1 sec. Shout out to Sour Mongoose! Yes, I love Sour Mongoose. You're awesome. Thank you for making this custom for 5USC. We appreciate you. And making it Tsukuyomi and making it Azure makes it a great time. It is definitely peak. I will agree with Akui here.
Yep, much thanks to Sour Mongoose. I do want to say that SoCal did look quite strong across the board on the Nomad in qualifiers. So even though Massachusetts has shown dominance on the mechanics and SoCal has been more of a gimmicky team so far in this matchup, I do like their chances on this Nomad 1. I do think it is quite a decent pick for them.
I'm honestly gonna go for... I think Massachusetts C can win this. I have a... there's a 5-minute timeout? What the freak?
That is a long timeout. It looks like Shenhe needs a bathroom break.
Fire. Well,
the mid-match bathroom break. Are we gonna see? What was it? Was it Emmerich who had the bathroom break mid-match in the timeout and came back and shredded? Or What's that?
I don't know who that is, but that's kind of nuts. I would
remember
lose
there
my,
was some sort of
lose
high
my
profile-
warm-up, man. I would lose my warm-up. It's 2 minutes, not 5. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I guess we're running down timers, man.
I guess so. So, I guess while we have some time here, looking at the lineups, I'm not surprised at the Shenhe participation on this pick. You did mention he just fills on everything, I believe. And then I believe we should be seeing Boinky Doinker. He's just been solid the entire match so far, playing everything.
Agreed.
And then definitely we should be seeing Ox 13, Hard Rock / consistency player normally, I would, from what I saw.
Yeah, very, very decently consistent. I will say, what's the name? I don't think Shenhe is playing this because they are very hidden comfort oriented. I think Maniac is probably playing this.
Okay.
And okay, Akui, you can't say it's 5 minutes. No, wait. I feel like this is not fair, man. What if they don't come back? Oop. Oop.
Well, in the meantime, we can keep on yapping for a bit.
Yeah.
So Mejiro Arden did tell me that because Shenhe has a bit of a wider skill set, he could just come in for any map and fill. So that's mainly why.
I think the hidden.
I
think Maniac is coming in over Shenhe. I think hidden is their comfort, and they do have some times where they misread on no mod, and so it's like it's a little risky, I feel. But I mean, their hidden is really good. So.
Okay. So either Shenhe or Maniacal.
Yeah. And then obviously we're seeing Noble. Missouri.
Not surprised to see him sit at all in the lobby there.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Epic Swag coming in, seems like. Get your teams back in. No.
Yep. So Missouri, lots of comfort on no mod mechanics, so no surprise seeing him in here. Epic Swag, usually more of a hidden reading player. From what I saw, he's solid on DT mechanics as well, so I guess that might translate over to no mod mechanics. This is 200 BPM, so is a little bit on the faster side of no mod maps, notably. Also, another player who could be playing this is Blanker. He does have quite decent mechanics on the no mod, and he's also quite strong on the Hard Rock and DT, so quite a mechanics-oriented player over there. Would not be surprised at all to see him in here.
Interestingly, we might be seeing Shenhe play this, which I mean, I'm okay with. I think that it's not like, you know, world ending, and I don't think the score is gonna be that much, you know, impacted. I don't think it's gonna be impacted that much at all, especially it being 5.8. So yeah.
And with it notably being 5.8, you did mention at the start, Boinky Doinker with the consistency on the lower SR pools. So we're hoping to see a really good score out of him. I would assume.
I hope so as well. I'm hoping to see a great score out of Ox 13 as well. Banging out some really good consistency scores already from like in solo play, and I think going to do it here too. Seguri, Noble, and Missouri. Seguri is pretty good at the consistency as well. Noble is the player to watch for on SoCalC for sure, and Boinky Doinker and Ox to watch for on Mass C. And Missouri, I want to see how they do.
Yeah, really interested. They've been struggling a little bit here and there in this match so far, but it's hard to look good when you have someone like Noble sitting right next to you, putting up the performance that he has so far.
Yeah.
Anyway, going right into this, Seguri gonna find an early break traded by Ox. Seguri, notably, historically a hidden player. He has become much more balanced in terms of a skill set in recent times, playing a lot of tournaments recently, in fact, as well.
I think tournaments are cheap, but yeah.
And here we are, right into this first Ki with a triple break on the side of Massachusetts. There are no combos available, and Noble and Missouri are still holding as
everyone hitting that.
Everyone's hitting the quints.
That is nuts.
No breaks so far on those quints, but it will be a combo lead to SoCal and 150k score lead as we exit this first chorus.
And Noble is just FCing right now with 9.4. What is this? Oh no. And, I mean, that is nuts. 200k difference right now. And it's just looking so bleak for Massachusetts C. They need a miracle, and they need it now.
But Noble is just putting up the solo carry performance once again, as we've seen him do all match so far. We are heading into the second course, the second Ki set, and these quints are coming right up as they are on your screen there. Noble hits them all again cleanly, still holding the FC, and it looks like both of his teammates broke, but actually on the side of Massachusetts, there's 3 nice recovery combos, as it looks like everyone held through there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Everyone did hold, and it just seems like if Noble holds, it is just over. And I mean, this guy... Wow. It's going down slowly.
Climbing back towards the side of Massachusetts. Noble, the only real combo remaining, as Seguri keeps on finding these breaks, and that is allowing Massachusetts to slowly climb back on this score lead with a 3 recovery combos still holding. And Missouri is going to find another break that's going to further accelerate that process. Noble still on the FC as we come into this third TI with the last set of quints, and everyone hits them! But no, Ox is broken early, and Seguri breaks as well. Is it enough? 70k score still in the lead with SoCal.
And I mean, Noble needs to break now, but there is nothing left of this map. There is no big jumps. There's nothing. Noble breaking!
30,000! 30,000! It's climbing! And at the last minute,
yes! Wow!
Lead!
That is insane!
The choke from Noble costing SoCal perhaps the match, but at least the break point, and that's going to be a break point for Massachusetts! And we're going to a tiebreaker!
And I mean, what a performance! What a recovery from Boykidoker and Shenhe. Ox13 not trailing too far behind, and Noble just missing that one note is what caused the break point. And it is cinema, and it is cinema in every sense of the word. Wow. Wow.
Noble searching for the FC all match, could not find it on... I believe he found it on Hidden 2, but was struggling to find it on the other maps. And once again, at the last minute, it looked like he was going to FC, and then he just chokes it away at the end. And we're going to tiebreaker.
Wow. And I mean, the consistency has looked better on Massachusetts C, I'd say, for most of this, on most of the mechanics points. So I'm gonna favor them slightly, but I do think SoCal C, especially if Noble puts on that insane combo performance, is gonna be a threat. So we'll see. I mean, obviously Tiebreaker is so fun to watch and so fun to commentate. So I mean, get your popcorn, get ready, drink some water, and we're gonna get right into this, hopefully soon.
This is a long one, an absolute barn burner of a song, a little bit over 6 minutes. But before we get into that, I do believe, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another Hidden Hard Rock coming out on Boinky Doinker, because that'd is nuts. This guy's comfort. He is super comfortable on the Hidden Hard Rock from what we've seen so far, not only in his solo play scores, but also in this match on both the 3 mods taking the Hidden Hard Rock. Ox as well, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw mods coming out from them as well. We saw them on both of the free mods also taking the Hidden Hard Rock. And then again for Hot Cocoa, I wouldn't be surprised to see them take the Hidden mod as well, as that does seem to be their comfort mod of sorts.
That is, yeah, I agree with that. I think Hidden Hard Rock from Ox and Boinky Doinker makes sense, and Hot Cocoa with the Hidden. But also, no mod, also kind of doable. I think Noble, Missouri, and Epic Swag are all going to go no mod. I don't think there's going to be an easy, hopefully. I hope you're okay, Yakui. Yep. Crickets are scary, man. Yeah, but this is hype. This is hype. This is a good match to start off the weekend. Going into TB, and it is starting right now.
Here we go. Fake Promise by DJ Sharpnel. 5.96 stars, 6 minutes and 55 seconds. This is a long one, so get your seats, get comfy in your seats, buckle up. It's gonna be a long ride. Here we go.
I guess, I think, the train, you know, would be a good metaphor here. I agree.
That is true.
Currently, the mod multiplier. True. Missouri and Epic Spike finding a double break, and there's a triple FC on Massachusetts C right now.
Notably, the beginning of the map is quite slow for quite a while. I believe around the first 1,000 combo or so, this map is relatively slow.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be happy to see those early breaks coming out from Epic Swag and Missouri. But this is a long one. So in terms of mods, we do see Ox on that no mod, so no hidden hard rock for them this time. Boinky Doinker will be on the hidden hard rock as Noble finds a break. What is he breaking on?
Interesting.
That is not what you want to see is SoCal. They are really looking like they might just, I don't want to say it, but they might be having a little bit of a C-word incident here.
No, I can see it, and I mean, Boinky Doinker on this 500 combo, and as you said, the first 1,000 combo is not hard. So seeing these breaks shows like maybe the consistency is a little bit difficult to see. Missouri finding another break. The nerves are catching up to them. You can see the shake on Missouri. You can see it on Epic Swag. You can see it on Noble. You can see it on everyone in the lobby if you look close enough. And a 50k difference. A Noble, I think, breaking, or maybe that's Bancho. I'm not sure.
I believe it's a Bancho error, as we are seeing a little bit of lag on the tournament client here.
Is this a panic? I think this might be a panic. Okay, we should be back now.
Just a moment. Yes, we are right into the break, and players will see the scores. Let's see what combos are remaining, as Boinky Doinker is still on that full combo, 700 and climbing. Ox
and
on
so
the
is
no mod,
Ox.
still matching. Yes, he is. Hot Cocoa on the hidden comfort mod, notably breaking a little bit here and there, not as comfortable as Ox and Boinky Doinker on this map. But still putting up a decent 100k.
Does have 700 combo as well. Maybe some of those were Bancho. I'm not sure.
I believe it's just that they broke around 100 combo in super early, and then ever since then they've just been on the recovery.
Gotcha. But Noble finding that break is pretty huge for Massachusetts. A 100k difference that could balloon and that could increase. We are 2 minutes into this map, and there is around 5 minutes or so left. So I mean, get your train tickets, because we're going to the next stop, which is the next Ki in just a bit. 100 combo, 1,000 combo for Epic Swag.
This Ki section may just decide this map here. Boinky Doinker, Ox, and Epic Swag, all with super high combos, 1,000 and climbing. And if they can hold through this next Ki section, we are going to see those scores just absolutely balloon.
Absolutely. And Boinky Doinker is doing some of God's work. Epic Swag breaks. Everyone breaks except Hot Cocoa finding a break. Everyone in the lobby finds a break. There is no one spared from the wrath of those small mini bursts.
Only Noble and Missouri on the recovery combos, along with Ox and Boinky. Actually, everyone's slowly building up recoveries. But currently, it is 130,000 score to the good of Massachusetts. And if things continue like how they are so far, and even if nothing happens for the rest of the map, it's just going to be a Massachusetts win. SoCal needs something to happen, and Boinky Doinker breaking on that little rare of recovery might just be what they needed, because there's still 2 to 3 minutes left of this map to go. That is a lot of time to climb back this 100,000 score lead.
Ox is holding. But Boinky Doinker having this hidden hard rock is making it extremely difficult for them to kind of climb and score. As you can see, the score is barely changing.
Yeah, this double mod multiplier is really putting on a lot of work here.
But Hot Cocoa with the hidden is also pretty huge. Epic Swag finding a break, that is not what you want to see. It is still 114k difference. Boinky Doinker on a 330 combo.
Notably, the two recovery combos on the side of SoCal a little bit larger than the ones on Massachusetts, and Boinky Doinker will break. It is just Hot Cocoa remaining on the side of Massachusetts, as Ox finds another break as well. Noble on the 700 combo climbing. Missouri also finding a break somewhere. Hot Cocoa versus Noble for the tiebreaker, as we are heading into this last little section of the map here. Only a quarter left to go.
And I mean, Noble needs to hold. Epic Swag needs to not miss there. And I mean, it is 120k, and at some point you have to say the consistency is there for Massachusetts C.
Yeah, the
Wow.
needle just is not moving. SoCal cannot get the score lead less than 100,000. It has stayed at 130,000 ever since there were those huge breaks at the first KI.
Absolutely.
It's been 130,000, and now it's just under 120,000, and it's still not changing because these supporting combos. Yes, it's Hot Cocoa and versus Noble, but Hot Cocoa has the mod multiplier to make up for the slight combo disadvantage, and these supporting combos, they just can't stay together as Ox finds another break.
Right, and I mean, but Ox is on 400k. Almost. And Epic Swag is at 370 and Missouri is at 340. And that may not sound like a lot to you guys watching, but that is a frick ton when it comes to a tiebreaker that is this long. And we are going to go into the last KI here, the final stop of this match. And an absolute pleasure to watch this.
Yep, and we're going to look at those recovery combos as Hot Cocoa finds the break, and that might just be what SoCal needs to take this. Noble still at over 1,300 combo and climbing, and then finally the score lead dips underneath 100,000, but Noble's gonna break!
Finding a break! No!
But Missouri
And
also
there.
breaks, and it's just Boinky Doinker versus Epic Swag. Boinky Doinker is the combo lead. It's back over 100,000 score difference.
And
Noble
right
had it.
there, the nail
Noble had it.
might be in the head of the coffin, as you said, because the hidden Hard Rock mod multiplier and the increase in combo and hitting that stream is gonna end this map with an 86k difference, making Massachusetts C having a huge upset over SoCal C. Wow!
Massachusetts, the 20-something seed against SoCal C. Seed 10. What on earth was that?
Shit. Holy shit. What? Oh my, I told you the double breakpoint was gonna happen.
What an absolutely insane finish to this match here.
And I'm so proud of Massachusetts C there. And honestly, SoCal C did an incredible job as well. Especially Noble putting up a freaking insane performance. That guy was MVP for sure.
Those were some insane numbers from Noble, yeah, but 2 maps in a row on the Nomad one and on the tiebreaker. He had the opportunity to close it out at the end. He just had to hold combo for a little bit longer. But in both maps, just dropping it at the last moment, allowing Massachusetts to hold on to their lead, to pull back in Nomad 1, and to hold on to their lead in the tiebreaker. And that's going to be that. Massachusetts
That is gonna be
take
that.
the lead, they take the win, 5-4 on the tiebreaker, and they will be advancing to the round of 16. But it is not over yet for SoCal, as this is the 5-digit United States Cup, and we do have a lower bracket in the minor league as well. So we will be seeing them play down there. It's going to be a hard run. It's going to be a long run for them, as that lower bracket is going to be quite treacherous. But that is their journey to take.
Congrats to Massachusetts C for winning this match, for sure. That was extremely deserved. The upset was there, and I can't tell you how hard those guys practiced for this moment, for this match. I told them the only way that you guys are gonna beat SoCal C is if you put your butts into it and practice, and that they did, and we saw the fruits of their labor because Boinky Doinker and everyone else, Ox 13, Maniacal, Kip, Hot Cocoa, and Shenhe put up an incredible performance, taking down the Goliaths that are SoCal C, Seed 10. And that is a match that's worth remembering.
Yep, everyone putting in their legwork, everyone doing their fair share. And congratulations to Massachusetts C. So, that will not be all for today. We will actually be seeing a couple more matches tonight over at 3 UTC. If we can go ahead and talk about the next upcoming matches. At 3 UTC, we will be having NorCal B up against, in their opening match against Puerto Rico. So that's going to be that's going to be a team you're going to be wanting to watch the entire tournament. Notably, the 4th seed coming out of qualifiers. Many expected them to be the 1st seed, but some little incidents may or may not have happened here and there that led to that seeding. And then, I believe they were the 4th seed, or were they the 3rd seed? Anyway, very high seed. You're going to want to watch them. And then not even 30 minutes after that match starts, we will be seeing one of the other Goliaths of the tournament, this time in the Major League, NorCal A. So both the NorCal A and B teams will be playing later tonight. That is going to be 3 UTC for NorCal B up against Puerto Rico A, and 3:30 UTC for NorCal A up against... Do you remember their opponent at the moment?
NorCal A would go against Alabama.
Okay, so 3:30 UTC, NorCal A versus Alabama. You're not going to want to miss either of those coming up in just a couple hours. NorCal B will be playing on the B stream with NorCal A. I believe it's our first Major League match of the tournament so far. Yes.
No, second, because there was NJ versus forget who they were against.
Mississippi, right, New Jersey versus Mississippi. So this is going to be our second Major League match of the tournament so far, and our first Major League match of the weekend up at 3:30 UTC on the A stream. So that's going to be right over here.
Yep.
Anyway,
I'm excited for that match. I mean, I think that this match was incredible, and I think all the matches that are gonna, be on RO32 are gonna be just as incredible to watch. So all of you guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much, Bless, for the insane casting. By the way, same job. This guy does his homework, and I'm very impressed. And I'm impressed with the team performances as well. And I'm, impressed with all the GFX in this tournament itself, and I think it's going to be a wild, wild train ride to stay with the, with what we were going with, the motif we were going with. So I'm pretty happy to be casting this match, and I thank all of you for joining me dearly.
Of course, an absolute joy casting with you today, Alua. And of course, thank you to our GFX and the rest of the production team. Of course, thanks to our refs and our streamer, Akui. Thank you for all the great work that you've done so far today, and all the great work that will be done in the future as well. So, I believe that's all I have to say for now. Any final words you'd like to close with, Alua?
No, I would like to thank one more time everyone for playing, for coming, and for watching this stream. I'd like to thank you, Bless, and I'd like to thank Akui, and then, that's it for me.
Right, one last thank you to Sour Mongoose, of course, for the custom map as well.
For sure, yeah. Will not forget them, nope.
And that's going to be also for now. So we'll see you guys at 3 UTC on the B stream, or 3:30 UTC right back here on the A stream. That is all for now, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.